great fight. Great fight from two guys from across the water. Jack Catterall defeats Josh Taylor via unanimous decision. I had it. I had it 8 rounds to 4 for Jack Catterall. And y'all know Jack Catterall. That's my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Jack. Great fight. Uh, Great action-packed fight. You know, Catterall, what he did was he he basically dominated the first half of the fight, or he securely, won the first half of the fight. Basically, out of the first half of the fight, you try to, you look at it either as a split, you can look at it as four quarters, or what you want to do is, okay, out of the first 6, I want to try to get 5. And then in the second half, all I need is 2. Don't get knocked down, and then I could win the fight. And Josh Taylor almost got knocked out. He almost got knocked out. He was hurt very badly. I know that they tried to make it look like, you know, Taylor was coming on strong in the second half. He did win maybe 3 rounds straight, but I thought there were a couple of swing rounds that I thought that Jack Catterall stole that to me gave him the fight. But that jab he was using was paying off big dividends. Now, I think what happened is with Catterall, you could clearly tell he was starting to gas a little bit. And I think what he wanted to do was, I think he wanted to try to, pace himself, preserve himself, because he remembered what happened in the first fight where Taylor came on, real strong the last quarter of the fight. And that's how he got the controversial decision. I thought Jack Catterall won the first fight as well. I clearly thought that Jack Catterall won. So without a shadow of a doubt, he won. No controversy here. I would have been a little bit shocked if they would have gave that fight to Josh Taylor. I just thought that Catterall clearly executed his game plan the first half of the fight better than Taylor. Now, Taylor did some good work, landed some nice body shots. He landed some nice leads, and I think at one point in the fight, I think around maybe the 8th round, I think he kind of hurt Catterall a little bit, but then it could have been a mixture of Catterall playing possum a little bit. I think what he was trying to do was just pace himself, don't gas out, put himself in a position to get possibly, beat up really bad or drop. And he almost had, I mean, like, man, that like 11th round, man, he almost had Taylor out of there. But it was a great fight. And this is what boxing needs. I want to see it again. I think they should fight a third time, and they probably will fight a third time. But I think to a certain degree, I think Taylor has been figured out, because Taylor was there to be hit, and he couldn't get out of the way of that jab. And I knew eventually that he was going to walk into one of those lefts, Catterall, and it was a short left that like set him up. He almost got stopped. So you kind of wonder what happens, if there's a third fight. Now you have to wonder, will Taylor want a third fight? So that's back-to-back losses for Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor is still a hell of a fighter, but Jack Catterall may be the guy that he knows how to fight Josh Taylor. Catterall, I was saying this for the longest, but we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen at 140. I was saying this for a while, that Jack Catterall and Devin Haney would be a hell of a fight. Probably what's going to happen is, depending on what goes on with Jack Catterall, you could actually see him possibly having a showdown with Sandor Martin. At the end of the day, Top Rank and DAZN put on the fight. They work together. I don't see no reasons why we couldn't get Jack Catterall versus Sandor Martin, and then the winner of that fight could get Devin Haney, or Jack Catterall could come to Fresno and fight Jose Ramirez, or the same thing with Sandor Martin, fight Jose Ramirez. Even though Jose Ramirez last fight was sort of at welterweight, even though he was like 1 pound overweight. But that'll be a hell of a fight. You know, Hitchens, man, were you really impressed with Hitchens' last performance? I thought Hitchens won, but it was, the eye test tells me that he still isn't ready for certain type of fighters. And there's no knock on Hitchens, is what I'm saying? It's just like, baking a cake. It's just like making gumbo. Either you missing some ingredients or it's just not quite ready yet. You doing the taste test and it's like maybe you need to cook, give or take 20 more minutes, 15 more minutes. I think that's what's going on with Hitchens. He needs a little bit more season, but I think he'll eventually get there. Oh, what's up, Biggie? But yeah, that was a dope fight, man. Them two white boys, they went at it. So, they went at it, man. It's always fun to see, Jack Catterall, because Jack Catterall is a really solid dude. When I interviewed him in San Francisco, he showed me some love. He showed the homie Spider Loke some love. So, shout out to Jack Catterall, man. He a real cool dude. I met him in Vegas, me and CJ. So, real good dude, man. Real good dude. Humble dude, likable dude, hella cool. But yeah, that was a fight right there. I mean, most of us who saw the fight probably thought that Catterall did more than enough to win the fight. Because I mean, out of the first 6 rounds, if you win 5 of them, all you need to do in the second half, like I said, is win 2 more rounds. Just win 2 more rounds and don't get dropped. And then you pretty much win the fight. One of the referees had it. I think 2 of the referees had it 9-3 for Catterall. I'm not gonna say it's an atrocious score, and then I think one had it 8 rounds to 4 for Catterall. So that's cool. That's cool. But I'm not gonna say any controversy because to me, I thought that Taylor clearly did not win that fight. I don't think for a second that he won that fight. So, I don't think for a second. Probably if they had gave it, I got to be honest with y'all because, I know y'all expect the truth from me and to be as honest as possible. I probably would have said that Catterall got robbed. I mean, he almost knocked Taylor out. But man, that jab was there for him all day and night. I didn't know how Josh Taylor didn't really have any head movement and how he wasn't slipping and countering because he was getting hit with a lot of shots. So now you have to wonder, okay, what's next for Josh Taylor? Josh Taylor, I think, is 33, if I'm not mistaken. So what happens next should Josh Taylor just flat out move up to welterweight? Or should he continue to campaign at 140? Me, myself, that's not up to me. That's for him to decide. But he's fought his whole career. He fought his whole career at 140. So him and his team, they're gonna have to get together and figure out what they want to do. But that's back-to-back losses for Josh Taylor. The funny thing about Josh Taylor, and it just amazes you how you watch a dude, how your mind can change when you start to really like follow a dude and watch a dude. At the end of the day, I could see Josh Taylor, and this is just real talk. I thought a couple of years ago, based off his performance versus Jose Ramirez, I thought that he might, if Tank decided to go back up to 140, that he might could give Tank problems. But to be honest with you, I see Tank knocking out Josh Taylor if they fought. Now, I saw Ellie capping for, I saw Ellie trying to cap for Tank about him, like, you know, his rehydration clause, because he basically trying to deflect with this Ryan Garcia thing, since a lot of these dudes look stupid that Ryan Garcia flat out got caught and that he tested positive. So now they're trying to pull this stuff with Devin Haney about, you know, him rehydrating past the so-called weight and the big, in California, about him basically weight bullying Regis Prograis. Well, here's the thing. If he did, shouldn't the California State Commission take action against Devin Haney? Should he be fined? Should he be stripped? Like I said, this is a deflection tactic, and I know that these Devin Haney haters and these Ryan Garcia fanboys are desperately trying to find some way to play the boomerang theory and distract the fact that Ryan Garcia got caught. He had a banned substance in his system. Well, the problem is, okay, well, who should Taylor fight at 147? I mean, all of the so-called threats have moved up to 154, except for, I mean, I don't think Josh Taylor lasts 3 rounds with Jerome Boots Ennis. That's a massacre. But he may be stuck in his ways. I mean, hey, Marvin Hagler, he never moved up. And I think that's how sometimes people try to determine and try to, you know, diminish what Marvin Hagler accomplished as a fighter, because Marvin Hagler never really moved up. He campaigned at middleweight his whole career. But if he was able to fight at middleweight comfortably, if that's where he felt most comfortable fighting, then why try to make him move up? He never had a problem making weight, so that was his weight class. If Josh Taylor feels like he can continue to campaign at 140 instead of 147, then I guess it is what it is. Nah, Boots versus Josh Taylor, that's a 3-round fight. That's a 3-round fight. I would be generous to say he made it. He made it to the 5th round if they ever fought. That is at best a 4-round fight. Jerome Boots Ennis would massacre Josh Taylor. He would massacre him so bad he would get criticized for taking that fight. Logan Paul was just waiting for the B sample results to come back. And here's the thing, dude. Damian, picture yourself. You got a product out, it's selling like hotcakes. They saying that they did like $1.2 billion in sales. So that means Logan, and I think Jake Paul is a co-owner, and KSI is one of the owners. He's a partner. So here's the thing. You got a potential $1 billion entity, and you got some dude that'll come out of nowhere and say, oh, that product is killing people. That's hurting your bottom line, and you have every right to take legal action. At the end of the day, Ryan Garcia is going to have to pay, because you can't just go out and say stuff like that and you have no proof. So, yeah, I would do the same thing. You gonna sit up there and say my product is taking people's lives? Well, guess what? You got people that'll sit up there, and then you'll have these conspiracy theorists that'll put out fraudulent misinformation, and then the thing is they'll add additional misleading fraudulent information, and then guess what? People will get scared, and you guys already know the way people can put together videos and basically articulate the video. They'll have you scared shitless. They'll have you thinking that if you take one sip, your head is going to explode like on The Shining, or excuse me, scanners. You know, for real, they'll think your head is about to explode or something. So I understand that you have to protect your brand. Yeah, exactly. He does need to be taught a lesson, and a message need to be sent. Like I said, you possibly damaging a multi-billion-dollar entity, and you think I'm gonna let some goofball just basically come out and just say that my product is deleting people without any proof, without a burden of proof, one shred of proof, and you think you can say? And that's the problem. Listen, this is the world we live in, the world of lawlessness, unaccountability, where people just really think they could just say and do whatever they want and think you not supposed to respond. Just like those goofy prankster people. They sit up there walking up to people acting like they want to fight them and threatening them and stuff. And then when these people beat their ass or go upside their head, then they playing the victim. Hey man, this is a prank. You know, you got one Mexican dude walking up to random people talking about what's up, my nigga, and he almost got deleted a couple of times. They got through on, and then the sad part about it is he have some coon following him like a black flunky, you know, participating in this foolishness. But that's the world we live in. These people ain't gonna understand until, you know, somebody doing their eulogy, or until somebody have a rest in peace shirt. But that's the world we live in now, where people try to make you feel guilty about defending yourself or not tolerating being disrespected. They try to say, oh, you're weak. They try to say you're sensitive and all that stuff because people feel like it's their right. It's all about them. I mean, they could, but I don't think Vada is gone. I don't think Vada is worried about Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia has been proven to be a compulsive liar. It's bad when the company that you supposed to got a hair follicle test administrated, even when they say that hair follicle testing does not overrule urine and blood sample. So once again, he told a lie. I mean, I don't know why Ryan Garcia keeps getting caught in lies, and he puts this stuff out knowing that people can research and counter everything he comes with. He just continues to expose himself as a habitual. Ryan Garcia is a habitual liar. He's a habitual liar, and that's just the bottom line. And people need to just keep it a buck. He's a habitual liar. Or as JB Fox would say, hey, who you calling a habitch? So, I mean, that's what he really is. He is a habitual liar. I mean, he is addicted to lying. And then you still got people supporting him. And then you got people, these gutless content creators who just won't admit, hey, I was wrong. I was wrong. Hey, Devin, we owe you an apology. Instead, they trying to find and dig up some some much to do about nothing news in regards to Devin Haney. Oh, well, Devin Haney is what? Oh, well, I took hair and nail follicle test and they said that I'm clean. So I'm in the clear. Then Ryan Garcia's remedial fans come, oh, Ryan's in the clear. No, the fuck he ain't. Well, it doesn't matter whether he passed, failed, semi-passed. All you got to do, they will tell you, blood and urine supersedes hair. So he basically, once again, just grandstanding, putting out false information. At the end of the day, all this does is further proves Ryan Garcia can't be trusted, and it further proves that his fans are just clueless, you know, mindless zombie idiot fuckboys. That's basically the bottom line, bro. That's basically the bottom line, Mello. Like like Mello, we at the point where we just block Ryan Garcia stands. They're not even worth the effort. They're not even worth the effort of even trying to explain simple stuff to them. And you can put it as simple as possible. and they will still be in denial. They just like those dudes. I keep telling you, they just like those dudes that will see their wife going into a hotel with another dude, follow them. They'll have the private detective follow them. They'll have pictures of the lady kissing and the dude with his hand on her butt. You know what I'm saying? Walking into the hotel room, and he'll say, well, I don't think they were having sex. I don't think she's cheating on me. I just think they went in there to, you know, do Bible study, or, just basically have a meeting about something. Like, so they need to go to a hotel like 30 miles outside the city to have a meeting. They can't have a meeting at a restaurant, a public outing. And they'll say, and those dudes will still be in denial. They can walk it, they can kick down the door and see the lady's legs up in the air like a TV antenna, and they'll still and they'll say, oh, that wasn't her, but she got a certain tattoo on her body that because you've seen it because she lives with you. And that's just how Ryan Garcia fans is. So it's no use trying to have dialect with them, because they'll just be in denial. They'll make up something. Like I said before, Ryan Garcia has done nothing but hurt his reputation, hurt his image, and just expose himself as a habitual liar. He's a liar. He's dishonest. Listen, I've said this before. Nobody's perfect. But at the end of the day, just like on the movie Takers, y'all remember when T.I., for some reason, he had animosity against his old crew because, he went to prison and they didn't. But they made a pact and they all agreed. If one dude goes to jail, you just have to do your time. Like dude told him, he said, hey, man, you got caught. You know what we agreed upon. And he was mad because he didn't get letters and all that kind of stuff. And nobody, at the end of the day, they can't do that because guess what? You messing up the scheme. They see them dudes up there. Anytime you go visit somebody in prison, when you sign your name, trust me, they run a check on you. They run a quick check on you and see what you align with and see what's up with you. Everybody knows they do unlawful background checks. That's no secret. So that's what dude was trying to explain to T.I.'s character, and he still was upset about it. And they agreed upon that. So, that's what we have going on. Man, I'm finna cook Floyd. Oh, you mean Mr. Johnny come lately? Nah, Floyd, we need you to name names. Nah, we need you to name names. See, Floyd don't want to condemn Ryan Garcia because he possibly scared something else may come out. What's to say? Listen, you guys. What's to say that Ryan Garcia ain't gonna throw Floyd Mayweather under the bus? What's to say that Ryan Garcia ain't gonna? I'm telling you guys, don't be surprised if Ryan Garcia said, well, you know what? I had a conversation with Floyd and Floyd told me, and if that gets put out about Floyd, oh, Floyd is done. He's done. Well, I talked to Bill briefly a couple of days ago. Y'all have no idea what's in store for Ryan Garcia, what's finna happen to his ass. When I say that Ryan Garcia, they coming for Ryan Garcia, they coming for Ryan Garcia. Well, Floyd is putting out stories about that he searching for gold and all that kind of stuff. So you have to be there through in and throughout. Don't you supposed to have people doing the work for you? At the end of the day, Floyd just, Floyd was clout chasing. Floyd embarrassed himself. Floyd got played by Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia, to me, knew all along that he was going to test positive for PEDs. Ryan Garcia knew from the gate that he was going to test positive for PEDs. He knew it. And basically, he was putting all this stuff together because Ryan Garcia has millions of followers. and he has a cult-like following. I told you Ryan Garcia is the Mexican Jim Jones. Keep telling you that Ryan Garcia could actually have a retreat, and he probably could get his followers to drink that Kool-Aid. Now, I do know for the people that didn't drink the Kool-Aid, I know that they were having people like basically giving them dome shots. So what I would have did was, after I would have played dead for, I don't know, however long I could, until everybody left, and then I would have got my ass right back up. No, I really believe Ryan Garcia could do that, because that's how stupid and remedial that his fan base is. I really think Ryan Garcia could pull that off. Yeah, he wasn't supposed to, and that's another thing about the IV. He wasn't supposed to have IBs for a fight in New York unless the Haney camp was notified, and Bill Nim wasn't notified. So right then and there, Bill Nim could have protested the fight. But now they got a legitimate reason, and Eddie Hearn already said that fight is going to be eventually ruled a no contest or disqualification. So eventually Devin Haney will still be an undefeated fighter. I know that a lot of people was not going to like it, and I know a bunch of goofies. The sad part about it is, I keep telling you, these dudes are like, they just in denial. Some of these content creators, they just don't want to accept the fact. Ryan, you got caught, dude. Like I said, like Iljus Iba told T.I.'s character, dude, you got caught. You can't be mad. We agreed on this. But dude was still mad, and he wanted revenge. And he basically set them up on that robbery, basically to get shot up. He basically set them up to get shot up and then try to, and take the money. He basically set them up for an ambush. So that's what I'm saying. If you agree upon something, you got to stick by it. That's what you agreed upon. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I just want to say to everybody, especially my people in the Bay Area, going to come to the big three in Oakland on June the 15th. Who knows? You may see some people there that we all familiar with. I'll be covering the big three in Oakland, June the 15th. As far as Tank go, Tank is and I'm just gonna say this about Tank is a real clown too. Tank sitting up here just caping for Ryan Garcia. Tank is making himself look like a fool. Tank just look more clueless and uneducated, and Tank is making himself look stupid, and he making himself look like a Sambo. And it just got to be said. Just got to be said. No disrespect to my DMV people, but Tank, he looking real bad right now. Talking about he didn't cheat. Well, those 4 tests say he did cheat. That IV that he wasn't supposed to have said that he was trying to mask something. Then he allegedly had marijuana in his system. Listen, you guys, I debunked everything that Ryan Garcia came with. I debunked everything that these Ryan Garcia cappers was trying to put out there. I debunked it. I did my research. I'll let y'all see it. So when people were sitting up saying, hey, Taylor, what proof do you have? I'll let y'all see the receipts. Tell me that I didn't let y'all see the receipts. I'll let y'all see the receipts on my channel. I'll let y'all see the receipts on the Instagram. When people always say, well, what proof do you have? Well, here's the motherfucking proof. Yeah, Tank is a clown. And that's another thing. I seen one dude, I ain't even gonna say who he is. He's sitting up here trying to attack black people because Tank's sitting up attacking Turkey al-Sheikh, his Muslim brother. And Devin Haney is supposed to be his Muslim brother. Nah, he ain't Abdul Rahad. Nah, he Javante Davis. Cause he definitely ain't being a good Muslim brother. You know, that's why dudes like Aki TV, that's why they really don't roll with Tank, because they like, dang, dude. Nah, he ain't no Abdul Rahad. He Javante Davis, man. Tank that got caught up, you know, and being commercialized. The fame then got to him. And like I said, Tank, I'm gonna test this street credibility. One day I'm gonna do an interview with Tank, or I'm gonna just blindside him and I'm gonna ask him a question, and we gonna see how gangster Tank. We gonna see how much ties he got to the streets. I ain't gonna tell you what question that I'm gonna ask him, but I'm gonna test his street knowledge, since he knows so much about the game. You know, anybody that know how to work a scale and know how the numbers work on a scale, just give me a thumbs up, and you know what I'm talking about. And I know, hey, listen, no judgment here. I used to work the scale. No judgment here. I'm just saying, anybody that know how to work the scale and you know how numbers work, give me a thumbs up. Okay. Yeah, Mello. It's a question that we could ask Tank, and if he can't answer it, he'll be in. And I want everybody to see me ask him that question. But he probably go, you already know. You know what I'm talking about, right? I wonder. I would love to see how good Tank's math is, and you know what I'm talking about, Mello. We need to give Tank a math test. We need to give him a street math test. Since he's so street. Nah, Mello, I'm serious. We gonna give him. You know what I'm talking about when it comes to the mathematics. We gonna see how good his math is. And if he can't answer that question immediately, I ain't gonna ask him a hard question. I'm gonna ask him a simple question. I'm gonna ask him a simple question, and I want to see how quick he can answer that question. That's a good question. Dude, I'm not hating on bro. Hold on. Here we go. Hold on, Mello. Hold on. Dude, ain't nobody hating on Tank, bro. Listen, bro. Don't come on here with that Tito Jackson, Ralph Tresvant, man of sensitivity shit. If you cannot handle what I'm saying, feel free to leave. Nobody's forcing you to listen to this stream. Go cry somewhere else, bro. Dude, do you want me to cash app you something so you can go to Crumble Cookie and get you a cookie? Get you one of them big cookies from Crumble Cookies, bro, since you upset. I get tired of y'all sitting up using that word hate. Ain't nobody hating on Tank. If that's the case, why is Tank hating on Devin Haney? And Tank still using that as an excuse. Not like at the end of the day, Tank still don't want to fight Devin Haney. Yeah, that word is used way too much. Word used way too much. Anytime you say something about this dude, hey man, why you hating on Tank, man? Why you hating on Tank? What? Hey man, why you hating on Tank, man? Why you hating on Tank, man? That's not right, man. It's not fair. It's not fair, man. You know what I'm saying? Leave him alone. I mean, come on, dude. Sounded like dude on Lethal Weapon, man. When Mel Gibson was trying to talk him out of not jumping off the building. Leave me alone. I mean, dude, stop it. That's funny. Tank, but the funny thing, he said people hate on Tank, but Tank be hating on everybody. Tank is always hating on somebody. Tank don't even know who his next damn fight is gonna be again. Then earlier this week he said it was Shakur Stevenson. Like, dude, just stop it, dude. I hope Shakur Stevenson don't put his career on hold and leave Top Rank sitting up waiting for a fight with Tank. I hope Shakur don't do that. I highly recommend Shakur. You just wait and see what happens, man. You can sign a 2-fight extension with Top Rank, or if not, then do what you got to do. But don't sit around waiting and baking on the fight, aging yourself out, for a fight with Tank, and then Tank basically play you. And he basically pulled an Al Heyman and an Errol Spence on you. Make you wait like 5 or 6 years before they even get in the ring with you. Nobody don't want to go through this again. At the end of the day, Tank and a lot of other dudes is just jealous of Devin Haney because Devin Haney had an active father in his life that was there with him through thick and thin. Like I said before, Bill made his mistakes just like everybody else did. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. Bill put his son in a position to where Devin didn't have to repeat the cycle. And Bill should be commended. And like I said before, nobody can really explain why they don't like Bill Haney. The only niggas, I'm just going to keep it 100. The only niggas that be hating on Bill Haney is these titty boy niggas that was raised by their mama that didn't have a father. Because otherwise you wouldn't have no problem with Bill. And I'm just keeping it a buck. And then here's the thing. I don't know how much of a chance Frank Martin have against Tank, but you secretly want Frank to pull the upset off because to a certain degree, Tank need to get knocked off his high horse for a little while. And then the thing is with Tank, another thing that be making me mad, Tank keep like putting this notion out trying to shame somebody. Oh, he from the suburbs. He from the suburbs. So fucking what? And what if he is from the suburbs? What's wrong with that? What's like this is like I said. The superficial mentality that some of these black men have, like this is what I'm saying about Tank. Tank is not the sharpest knife in the drawer. I'm telling you, Tank spelled cat with a K. For real. I'm just saying, Tank spelled cat with a K. That's just real talk. I really could do a monologue on how unintelligent Tank is, but I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I like Brian Norman Jr. I like him. I like his father. They good people. They good people. Well, actually you do need to be sharp when you got millions. You know why? Because you're gonna have people that's keeping track of your millions and making you sign stuff that you have no knowledge of, powers of attorney and all that kind of stuff. And next thing you know, one day you have 20 million in the bank, and then the next day you have $20 in the bank. So actually you do. So Angel, you embarrassing yourself. I gave you your 15 seconds of fame. You making a fool of yourself. I just cooked you. So just stop, dude, before it get even worse for you. Stop trolling my fucking channel, dude. This is your last warning. Don't say another damn word. See how stupid dudes like him are? Oh, you don't need to be sharp when you have million. You be, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. What's up, Jay? Okay. Okay. So yeah, okay. Cool. I'm glad you think that. I'm glad you think that. You just showed what a moron you are. What's up? Yeah, okay. 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 You ain't got to be smart when you got me. Yeah, okay. Hey, Tank, Abdul, can you sign this? What is this? Nothing, just need your signature. Then you sign away a power of attorney where a dude could dip in and out of your man. Okay. God, dang, dude, did you like, oh man, golly, this dude set himself up so bad. That dude, oh my god. Hey, nah, David, nah, according to him, you don't need to be. Hey, you could be dumb as rocks. So oh man. Hey, take. Hey, somebody better get take on the real, bro. You do need to have somebody, you know what I'm saying, that you can trust. You need to have some. Man, this is a question that Floyd is even in the States. Some people say he's still stuck in Dubai. Yeah, Floyd's sitting up here talking about he condemned anybody that used performance enhancing drug. Oh, no, Floyd, don't try to do damage control now, because you was hyping this dude up. You the one that was sitting up there taking him shopping at the Gucci store and all this time, which I don't know why. Like, you taking a dude shopping that ain't even your fighter. Because at the end of the day, Floyd, you got self-hate. You know what I'm saying? You buy everything. You buy women. Like I said, you almost 50 years old, dude, wasting your money buying that superficial Gucci stuff and got all these cars, dude. So I mean, the thing is the disingenuous. It's a shame that Floyd is a dude that's so caught up and seeking attention so bad to where, you know, he's willing to make a fool of himself. And he doesn't want to act his age. Listen, I've said this at the tender age of 49. Listen, I'm still cool. I still got swagger, but I ain't know, you know, I'll still do the fly kick. But I know that I'm almost 50. I look my age, but then I still look fly. You can still be fly at 49, 50. You can be fly. It's what type of fly you want to be, you know? And that's all. The thing is with Floyd, what are you doing at your age walking around with gigantic Gucci bags? Like, talking about I didn't win shopping, I didn't spend it. Like, so? Cool. Give that company money that blatantly said they don't want no niggas wearing their stuff. So, listen, as far as Gucci go, Gucci won't ever get my money. I told you what they did to me at that store that got sued for being racist. They had a goddamn code for when black people walked in. I don't know if y'all know. I did a live stream where I basically fronted them off. It was a while back. It was about maybe 6 months ago. And I went in there. I was doing a live. I forgot what I was talking about. I went to that same exact store and asked them, do y'all still got that code for when black? That store is it was the Gucci store at the Livermore Shopping Center. If y'all from the Bay Area, Livermore is this city that's like maybe 25 minutes outside of Oakland. So they have like an outlet mall. It's sort of like an indoor outlet mall. They sort of like have, you know, it's an outdoor mall, but then they have, you know, like those roofs that's sort of like where it keep extensive rain from like coming in and stuff. So it's in Livermore. So they had this code for when black people walked in. And I remember about 6 years ago, me and my homie Ben Saucy Boxing walked in there, and the lady yelled out, we got a 224 or something. And then, you know, me and my guy Ben Saucy Boxing, he knows it. He said, hey man, Did you hear that? I said, like what? They said we got a 2-2 something, and then I was like, yeah, well, maybe they was talking about inventory or something. And he was mad ever since. And then come to find out, that was the code that Gucci had when niggas came in there. Yeah, that was the code they had. I don't know what it was for Hispanics, but when black people came in there, the code was 2-2 something. So that was, and then come to find out, that very same store got sued because one of the employees outed them for doing that stuff. And I was thinking to myself, damn, Gucci won't ever get my money again. You know, now that I bought very much stuff from Gucci to begin with, but I was like, they won't ever get my money. So I did a live. I went into the store and I fronted dude off because I was still mad about that. But yeah, that's Floyd for you. Floyd giving them damn people his money that don't even like his kind. And then he think he doing something. And he talking about, oh, well, they eventually started working with Dapper Dan. Yeah, after they sued him. This is towards black people. So, you know, there you have it. So, you know, it is what it is, man. But anyway, you guys, appreciate you. Be back with more.